Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in today's video we will understand how to send Google Calendar event details on Google Chat. So here let's say that I'm creating new events in Google Calendar. Here my objective is that whenever a new event will be created in Google Calendar, then I want to share the event details with my team on Google Chat. So here to do this, I need to set up a connection between these two applications, for which I'm going to use this amazing automation software that is Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect follows the concept of trigger and action. So here to do this, my trigger application will be Google Calendar and my action application will be Google Chat. So if you want to learn more about this, follow me through the screen. In this video, we will understand how to send Google Calendar event details on Google Chat. So here let's say that whenever I'm going to create a new event in Google Calendar, then I want to share the event details with my team on Google Chat. So now to automate this entire process, I'm going to use this amazing automation software that is Pabbly Connect, and this here is the landing page. So in order to reach here, you just have to type in pabbly.com/connect in your browser. Here you can see I've got two options. One is of sign in and the other one is of sign up for free. So if you are an existing user, you can simply sign in. But if you are a new user, you can click on the sign up for free button and every month you will get 100 tasks for free. So as an existing user, I'm going to sign in. Now this here is the all applications page by Pabbly. So here I will go to Pabbly Connect and click on access now to reach my dashboard. So this here is my dashboard, and now in order to create a new workflow, I will go to my right hand side corner and click on this create workflow button. So now in this dialog box appearing, I need to give my workflow a name. So here I've named it as send Google Calendar event details on Google Chat. On my left hand side, you can see that these are the folders which I have created before. So I want to save this workflow in the folder named as Google Calendar to Google Chat Automation. And now I'm going to click on create. So as I did that, now I have arrived on a very important window which consists of trigger and action. So basically trigger and action are the two most important principles or concepts of Pabbly Connect on which this entire automation will depend. Trigger says when this happens, action says do this. Action is an automated response of a trigger application, and in a workflow you can only have one trigger with multiple action applications. So now moving to my use case, that is to send Google Calendar event details on Google Chat. So to begin with this automation, I will go to my trigger window, and over here I'm going to search for Google Calendar as my trigger application. Here it is. And the trigger event will be new event. So this trigger will start working whenever a new event will be created. So now moving to my action window, as I want to send a message on Google Chat. So over here I'm going to search for Google Chat as my action application. Here it is. And the action event will be to create a new message. So once I've selected my action application and the action event along with my trigger application and the trigger event. So moving ahead with this automation, firstly, I need to set up a connection between Google Calendar and Pabbly Connect. So here I'm going to click on connect. And now in order to add a new connection, you just have to sign in with your Google account. So here I'm going to click on allow, as this is a secure access. And you can see that the authorization was successful. So Google Calendar and Pabbly Connect is successfully connected. So our trigger application is a polling based one. That means this trigger will check for new data in every 10 minutes. So as I'm going to click on save and send test request, it will get me the most latest event details which would have been created in Google Calendar. So now what I'm going to do is, firstly, I'm going to select my calendar from this drop down. So over here, you can see that these are the calendars which I've created before. So I'm going to use this calendar by the name of team meetings. So here in Pabbly Connect, firstly, I'm going to select the calendar. Once I've done that, now I'm going to create a new event in this calendar. So let's say I'm going to create the event on 10th of May at 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. So over here, I'm going to add the title as meeting with the CEO. So here I'm going to add the description as make sure to join on time and prepare notes. So over here I've mentioned the description and the title. Here you can see the date and the time. So now I'm going to click on save. And over here you can see that the event has been saved. That means an event has been created for this date, that is of 10th of May. And here you can see the date and time as well. So now going back to Pabbly Connect. So as I'm setting up this automation right now, so I will click on save and send test request, and I'm going to get this event details in Pabbly Connect. So here you can see that I have received the response. So over here you can see the summary, that was the title. It is meeting with the CEO. Here you can see the status, and here's the start time zone. Here is the start date and time. So here you can see the description as well, and over here you can see the created date and time. So over here that means the first objective of this automation is set up. That means now whenever a new event will be created in Google Calendar, then automatically that event details will get captured in Pabbly Connect. So as over here I've got the details of the event. Now I want to share these event details with my team on Google Chat. So in order to do that, I need to establish a connection between Google Chat and Pabbly. So now here I'm going to click on Connect. I've already opened Google Chat in one of the tabs and I've already signed into my account. So I'm going to click on Connect. And here you can see that Google Chat is successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. So now moving to the chat webhook URL and the message field. For the chat webhook URL, I'm going to take you to my Google Chat space. So over here, I will go to this drop down and I'm going to go to apps and integrations. And over here, I will go to webhooks. So over here, you can see that this here is the webhook that has been added. So I'm going to show you that how you can add a new webhook as well. So I've deleted this existing one and I'm going to add a new webhook by clicking on this add webhooks button. So over here, let's say I'm going to give the name as new, and now I'm going to click on save. And here you can see that a webhook has been created. So I'm just going to copy the link of this webhook, and in Pabbly Connect, I'm going to paste it. So once I've done that, now I need to frame the message. So this here is the message that I have framed. It goes as, hello team, new meeting update. Here are the details, meeting agenda, meeting description, date and time. Make sure to join on time. So over here after meeting agenda, I want to mention the title of the meeting. So here to do that, I'm going to map the detail from the response which I've received from Google Calendar. So over here, I'm going to search for the summary. So over here, it will appear as the title. So I'm just going to map it over here. So basically mapping means to insert the data from previous step. So as I've received this detail from Google Calendar, so that is why over here I've mapped it. So now I'm going to map the description. So now moving to the date and time part, I'm going to search for the date and time. So over here, you can see that the date and time which we have received over here is in a UTC format. So now in order to get the date and time format according to the format which we have added in our Google Calendar, so here in Pabbly Connect, we are just going to add an action step over here, and we are going to use date time formatter by Pabbly. So by using date time formatter by Pabbly, we are going to format the date with time zone. Now I'm going to click on connect. And over here, I'm going to map the date which we have received from Google Calendar. So over here, I'm going to map the start date and time. Moving to the from format. So this here is the from format. And now I'm going to select the to format. So over here, this is the to format which I'm going to select. So now moving to from time zone. So I'm going to turn on this map button because we have received the from time zone as well from the response received from Google Calendar. So here I have mapped it. Now moving to the to time zone, that will also be of Asia/Kolkata. So here it is. So here you can see that I have selected the to format. Now I'm going to click on save and send test request. So here you can see that I have received the response, and over here in the response, you can see that this here is the date, and over here, this is the time that was of 2 p.m. So here in Google Calendar as well, you can check that we have selected the time as of 2 p.m. and now the format matches with the same format which I have received in the response. So now I will go to this action window of Google Chat. And over here, I'm going to map the date and time. So over here, I have mapped it. So as you can see that I have mapped the details in these fields. So this method of mapping is important so that every time you're going to receive a new response, so that response could be taken into consideration in these fields. If I would have written this information manually, in that case, this information could have become static, which means that it wouldn't change even if I would have received a new response. So to avoid that problem, we map the information. So as I've mapped the details, now I'm going to click on save and send test request. And here you can see that I have received a response, and this here is a positive response. That means a message would have been sent on Google Chat. So I'm going to show you the message as well. So over here you can see that this here is the message that we have received. So over here it goes as, hello team, new meeting update. Here are the details. And here you can see the details which we have mapped is successfully sent over here in a message. So here that means a message has been successfully sent on Google Chat about the new event created in Google Calendar. So this automation is a successful one. That means now whenever a new event will be created in Google Calendar, then automatically the event details will be sent on Google Chat.
So if you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
Not just these applications, you can integrate a lot more applications and create amazing automations by using Pabbly Connect. So you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can write us to https://forum.pabbly.com, and for pricing related issues, you can visit this link. So you can create a lot more automations by using Pabbly Connect, and don't forget to share these videos with your friends, colleagues. Subscribe to our channel for more.